Hey everybody, I'm Tanya from Drama Fever News, and I'm here to talk to singer-songwriter Jeremy Thurber.
Hello. What's going on?
All right, so we're gonna just jump into our little Q&A that we have. Yay! Can you tell us more about you?
Yeah, again, just I'm Jeremy Thurber, singer-songwriter. I'm living here in Los Angeles, and yeah, I'm just kind of pursuing the dream of music right now. Had fun at KCON, which was insane, and yeah,
Can you tell us how you got started in music?
yeah. I actually started off as a dancer. Like when I was younger, I wanted to take dance class at like 5, so my mom started putting me in classes and stuff, and then I started getting jobs working for artists and music videos and all that stuff, and then I was like, actually, I think I can do what they're doing, and I want to do it. And and then I moved to LA from San Diego, and I actually met Drew Ryan Scott and Sean Alexander, and they wrote me my first song, and then that kind of snowballed, and they ended up getting me into K-pop and writing for K-pop and all that stuff. So it's kind of crazy how things come full circle, but
I think
that's
that's.
how it
I was gonna say, there we go. Took it a second to recover. Sorry, Hangout's being a little crazy, everybody. So tell me where you've had the opportunity to work, because I know you've done things on global scale. Like you said, you've worked with K-pop. Anything else?
Yeah, I've done some J-pop stuff. I recently got a song with a huge Latin American artist that I'm really excited about. I wish I could say his name, but I can't. And I'm just continuing to do lots of stuff for Korea. I have a song on a Chinese artist coming out that, again, I can't say. They're very secretive. Um, and I just, it's really cool to be able to do music all around the world. You know, I think a lot of American writers get so stuck on what's going on here and they don't realize that there's a world and there's a global market and other styles of music that you can draw from to write for people here, and you can learn and make yourself a better, artist in the end.
All right, so you're obviously not new to the world of K-pop, as you
No.
mentioned. I do know that you had the opportunity to work with TVXQ. So what was your favorite part of that?
Um, it was just kind of like it just happened. Like it was really cool. It's one of those situations where it just kind of happened, and me and Sean Alexander wrote the song, and it was a really fun song, and they wanted us to add in the dance break and all that stuff, and we kept going through it and working on it, and it was just a really cool experience. And having that album come out, and it was my first platinum record ever, which was really exciting for me. And I was actually on my way to China to do some shows like a month ago, and I stopped in Seoul. And in the airport, there was like a huge tree poster and their albums and stuff, and it was like really cool to go buy the physical copy and like see my name in the booklet and stuff. So it was like a whole experience that was just insane. Very, very thankful for it.
So do you enjoy Korea when you get to go?
Yes, I do. I'm not as adventurous with food. And last time I was there, I was hanging out with my friend Jackie Lou and Amber Lou, who I'm sure you guys all know. And she was taking me around to all these very adventurous places. And I remember they were eating like live squid and stuff, and it was crazy, but it's so much fun. Yeah, right. Not good, not good.
Yeah, I was making faces over here that you guys can't see about live squid. Listen, I can handle it if it's cooked, not if it's
Right.
going to be moving.
Oh yeah, it was like crawling along the table, like the legs were.
Ugh.
I was like, you guys.
And now I'm super jealous of your friends because I love Amber. She's one of my favorite people, and I love watching all of her crazy adventures on Instagram.
Yeah, she's a professional Instagrammer. That girl knows what she's doing. I'm very jealous.
All right. Tanya's having technical difficulties. Sorry. All right. So most recently, you performed at KCON. in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. So tell me more about that experience since you were actually performing instead of just being behind the scenes and singer-songwriter.
Yeah, it was really cool. I've had a lot more opportunity lately to work on my artist project, which is something that I want to start moving into more. I'm working on a new project right now, and yeah, I got the call to do the pre-show, and a friend of mine set it up, and it was insane. It was I'd just come off tour in China, where I had performed on some of the biggest stages for the biggest crowds I've ever performed for, and then I got to perform on an even bigger stage for an even bigger crowd, and it was just like a month of like dreams coming true, and just standing in the middle of that stage and just asking everyone to scream, and just like it was like the arrows from 300. It's just like it was really cool. It was awesome. I had such a blast.
Did you get to meet any fun new people? Because I know there were a lot of artists there. So,
I met Teen Top, and I got to meet a couple of the members from VIX. Let's see, I didn't get to meet G-Dragon, but I got to watch them rehearse, and I was like peeking through the curtain like, oh man, there's G-Dragon. G-Dragon, over here. I was like, I want to do a song with you.
I totally would have been doing the same thing. Like, I just want to say hi to you. That's it. That's all I want. I'll walk away now. I'm not crazy, I promise.
Right? Me and my dancers were trying to like peek through the tarp, and we're like, they're gonna come. The Secret Service is gonna come, and they're gonna drag us out of here. So we were like running from tarp to tarp to like look through. We're like, dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh shit! Get your crayon. We're like, oh.
Crazy is actually by far my favorite G-Dragon song, so that makes me happy.
It's pretty awesome. That and One of a Kind is like and XX. XX is super dope.
I like that one a lot, actually, because you get to see many different sides of him all in one song.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely my favorite album that he did with XX and One of a Kind and stuff. That was like such a versatile, creative album.
So since we're talking about it, and you happen to mention, is there anyone in the field right now that you want to work with that you haven't had the opportunity to?
I've been trying to work with Girls' Generation for a long time. And I tried to do some stuff with FX. I think I would love, 21. Like, I would love to do a song for 21. Of course, G-Dragon, like, who wouldn't? But yeah, definitely, those are like my favorite, the very established groups. And I really like what Infinite's starting to do. They're starting to catch my attention a little bit. So maybe I'll try and write some stuff for them as well.
I also like the evolution that Infinite has been putting out lately. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're definitely on an awesome rise up.
They, I like when even groups that are more established finally find exactly what they want to do. Even if the style of music doesn't stay the same, it's really good to know that they know their path now. Like, it takes a while. So, all right.
Yeah, I think a really interesting thing with K-pop, too, is that when they find their artistry, because they come out and they're more or less very put together, if I could say, and then you get to see some groups become artists, you know what I mean, and then the others kind of fall off. But it's nice to see those groups become artists and like kind of break away a little bit.
I'm just going to say right now that you have captured my heart, because my biggest thing about anything is I love groups that have a hand in whatever they're doing. Either they write, they compose, they take on producing. So like groups like Block B or BAP, I'm really, really into those, and I really, you're my favorite person right now. Okay, so you did mention that you are working on your project. I do know that you have a release out right now. Do you want to tell us more about that?
Yeah, my EP out right now that we're promoting, and I've been performing everywhere, is called #Solo. Solo. You can find it on iTunes and everywhere, Amazon. And I'm starting to work on a new record actually with the producers called the Swaggernauts, who did Troy's Happy Little Pill. I don't know if you've heard that song. It's pretty big right now. It's like huge on Billboard and everywhere. Yeah. And we have this song that I finally like captured myself into a record that I'm very excited about. So I'm just gonna continue making music and performing and just getting out there. I'm going back to China. I think October, November. I'm gonna be doing quite a few cities out there, so I'm really excited about that. I love performing.
All
And
right.
yeah,
One random question, because you've said a lot about China. Where
yeah.
else do you want to perform?
I really want to perform in Rio. I almost had a chance to perform because Converse sponsors me and gives me dope ass shoes for my show. Thank you, Converse. What's up? And uh, they did a show in Rio, but I would love to perform in like South America, Mexico, just where there's big crowds. I love big crowds.
Actually, K-pop has a really huge hold in South America, and a lot of people don't realize that because it's fairly new to the United States. So
Right.
that's kind of cool.
But two, I'm working on doing some shows in Korea, so that's why I didn't say Korea because it's kind of in the works happening, which I'm excited about. Japan too would be awesome.
Japan started actually my love of all things Hallyu.
Oh, really? With what? What was your first K-pop song or
My
J-pop
first
song you heard?
K-pop song or J-pop song. Let's see. I started out with anime actually, and then I started realizing that a lot of the music in anime, even though they were Japanese songs, were actually Korean artists. And one of my friends was like, "You need to listen to this song," and it was Haru Haru by Big Bang.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, "Okay, well, it's not that awesome, but whatever." And that, don't kill me, fangirls, please don't kill me. Um, it was early Big Bang. They kind of, anyway, doesn't matter. I got into G Dragon after that when I heard more solo stuff, and I was like, I can work with this. This is pretty awesome.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I tend to seem overly judgmental about music, but I do believe that, well, artists are extremely talented when you're like early on and you're okay, we're moving from the hey, these are canned songs to hey, we're actually working with it can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
And while Haru Haru itself, the subject is a beautiful song, I think it could have been produced better, but that's my personal opinion. So,
As the
everybody, yay!
fan
We must thank you to Jeremy for taking the time to talk to me, even though Hangout's being crazy right now. And look for the article on Drama Fever soon because we will have highlights of his KCON performance and lots of other stuff for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a good one.